What's up, guys? Yeah, that's right. We got one of these going, but this one's a little bit special. I'm down here in the corner. Up there in the middle there is the Prime Commando, one of the guys that I've been working with for the past couple of weeks.
Hi.
He's amazing. The reason I brought him in on this one is Hatred, the new video game that's getting all this buzz about violence. So I figured I'd bring somebody else in that would have kind of more or less the same opinion as me, but a different idea of it. What do you truly think about violence in video games, and why should this be such a big deal just because it added a little bit more gore to it?
I like violence in video games. See, from my opinion, most people don't think about this, but okay, so like it's probably gonna sound horribly weird, but back in the old days where people would like have warfare with like of course we have wars now, but like the aggression that just we would have in combat and things, like
Hmm.
the natural killing instincts and just what I feel like is when people play video games that are not in the army and won't be able to get that urge out of them of war and instincts of killing
Hmm.
is video games kind of go into a cope with that. It's kind of like, Call of Duty got like 15 kills. That kind of like copes with that, even though you're not going to be out there in the middle of a real warfare. Hey, want to keep track of how many kills we get, buddy?
Right. Is it possible for a video game to go too far with violence?
It can all depend on the violence, to be honest. Yes and no. Like, there's certain violence like blood and gore, not really, at least not in this day of age. Because back in the 80s, there was actually a few video games that was banned, but violence between like assaulting like women and things like that would be a different story. Like going up there, like make me a sandwich, kind of thing. Like that's I'm not for that.
The thing is with
I don't think
hatred,
I am.
it does. All right, bang, go away. It does push that envelope because it does include women, children, men. It doesn't segregate the who you're killing. You're basically wiping out the planet. You're killing everybody within within your bullet range.
Well, that's what you were doing in the aliens, the planet, exterminate all humans or something like that. You were an alien running around. And it's the
That,
same thing.
that's what I can't get is why is this being such a big deal? Grand Theft Auto, you could do the same thing. Granted, there's no children being killed, but it's the same principle. You could take an RPG into a group of pedestrians, boom, blow them to smithereens. Call of
San
Duty,
Andreas, light them on
you're
fire.
in Call of Duty multiplayer, you are literally killing somebody else. Granted, it is a game version of that person, but you are truly killing somebody else. So
Right?
it begs me to differ. Like Mortal Kombat, like you said, Grand Theft Auto, you can do it in The Sims without guns or weapons, but you can kill them. And there's
Yeah,
so
make them
many
starve
other
to death.
games, exactly. There's so many other games that have this type of violence in it, and it's okay. It's not that big a deal, but because this game decided to push the envelope, it's a big deal that there's so much gore and violence in there. And it's just like, you're really not used to this by now? Turn on the television. It's all over the place. In my opinion, I think they done it because it's going to turn heads. It's going to make people be like, you know what? I could buy that game just for the violence.
I mean,
Or because it's so popular, blah, blah,
there's nothing
blah.
wrong with it. I mean, it's just it's I what I feel like is just going to be like Mortal Kombat. It's that's going to be the new stage and era. That's going to be a game changer for video games upcoming. If it's too violent for people now, that's the way Mortal Kombat was. It was like you're just flying planes back in like the 80s and stuff like that, and 90s and things, and on the Atari and Nintendo 64. And then when that comes around, uh, you got Mortal Kombat that came into play, and it's like, oh, this is so violent. So they made a family edition that's just like sweat instead of blood. But the arcade version still had blood and gore. And then nowadays, look at Mortal Kombat. You got intestines, blood, gore, like ripping people's heads off their bodies. I mean, it's just going to be another era. That's what I feel like in video game world.
So you truly believe because they pushed the envelope a little bit farther that this could change future renditions of, like, let's say Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty for more of a gore feel
I
added
think
to
it
the
could.
violence.
There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's the human nature. I mean, you just people's like, oh, it's so horrible a video game, but look out there in war, it's 10 times worse than a video game could get. Oh yeah, we can make video games pretty bad and pretty disgusting, but it's not going to be as bad as war in like real terms because you wouldn't be able to experience that. You'll be so used to respawning, you don't respawn in actual wars, and you don't come home with
That's
PTSD.
yeah, that's kind of my thing. Is in my personal opinion, I really truly think this shouldn't be that big. It would be different if it was based upon real events. Like if they went and made a true Nazi game, dare I say, not to offend anybody, but if they did and they based it upon what truly happened, that would probably be too far. But given it
Yeah, like run into the
being,
concentration camps and stuff. That would,
you see what I'm saying? Like that would be too far. But just a
what I
simple
feel like
violent
is
video game, I don't know. I think
it's a
it's
lot of
not
the
that big a deal.
parents that's doing that. It's like, oh, I don't want my kid playing video game. But look, this is one of the things we talked about last time. Look at all the half the crap that the parents are doing. Kids are running around half butt naked. They got shorty shorts that show their vagina.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, how is it that big a deal? The thing is they always say that it's the parents' fault. Any Call of Duty game from Black Ops on up is 18 plus. That means you have to be 18 years old to go to GameStop, Walmart, Kmart, wherever you decide to buy it, and show your ID to be able to get the game. Well,
And then you
let's
got the
figure
little
out,
kids playing
how
it.
did this 12 through 16-year-old kid get a hold of the game? Well, he didn't
Parents.
buy it. Exactly. Their mom or dad, their older brother or sister, or one of their best friends went and bought the game for them. So, in my opinion, I think it's totally the parents' fault that the violence video games are being distributed to the younger culture.
It's
You
it's
know
not
this
the
game
video
is going.
games that's doing anything bad. It's like a drug dealer. Come here, little boy. I want you to buy this video game.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, it doesn't work that way. There's age limits, and there's those age limits for the reason. And it's, oh, I don't like this. I don't want my son playing this. Then don't buy it for him.
It-
Duh.
that's what I can't get it. Okay, truly, people, if you don't want your child to be involved with the violence, to be involved with the gore, don't talk about it. Don't think about it. And for God's sake, don't go out and buy it. Problem solved. Don't have to worry about the violence and gore. But that also means you need to turn off your television. Because just about every cartoon, besides the one on
Disney,
like Nick
Nickelodeon,
Jr. and stuff like that, but
Cartoon
most
Network.
cartoons are just filtered. Get the monkey. Filtered with violence. So don't give me this crap. Oh my God, it's so bad. No, it's not. If it was that bad, they wouldn't put it on TV.
Monkey.
Monkey. Oh my God. I really don't know what else to say, but besides that, I think it's just an overreaction, and I really truly think it's an ingenious by the company by pushing it that far, because it's got everybody talking about it. It's got everybody shitting a brick over the fact that there's so much, yeah, so much violence in a video game. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you truly think? Do you think this game went too far? Is it possible to have too much violence in today's video games?
That's so stupid though. Like it's not. You can't have not with today's era.
I just don't see it.
Okay, you go around killing millions of people with that alien hunting thing where you were the alien killing. exterminate all the humans or whatever. That was the same thing, but with an alien. What's the difference between human and alien? I don't see a difference. I mean, at least that's. I guess it's because looking at it from a gamer point of view, I don't really see much of a difference because I've played video games for so long. I don't. There is no difference to me. It's just the same thing, just a different skin.
That's me. I see this as like Grand Theft Auto with a different skin. I don't see personally. I don't see the difference in between it.
That is basically Grand
Besides,
Theft Auto.
I mean, go watch the trailer, dude. For real. After this, go watch the trailer. It's called Hatred. Go watch the trailer. You'll see what I'm talking about, and you're gonna be like, it's just a gory version of Grand Theft Auto, or a human version of like zombies. Instead of them being zombie creatures walking everywhere, it's just humans. There's no basic difference. It's the same game, just with more spit and splatter of blood. So it's just like, man, y'all are just going nuts over
Hatred
nothing.
gameplay trailer has 3,622 dislikes, 3,241. Or sorry, that's likes. It has 3,241 dislikes. It's that's a
Yeah, see?
it's
You're speechless. It's just like, okay, people, for crying out loud, violence in video
like I have the
games
game on pretty
is,
low. I mean, it looks like it's a black and white game.
yeah. Tell me it don't look like Resident Evil just with more blood, or Grand Theft Auto like 3 with better graphics and more blood. There's really truly I don't understand it. It's beyond my means to
I
understand
would
why.
play this. This looks fun.
See? And that's what it's all about. Is they got their game out there. They got people talking about it. They got people like us that are blogging about opinions and stuff like that. And it's
I
the
just seen someone do
perfect
this blow his head off with a shotgun. This looks fun. Like, okay, yeah, it's violent, but it looks pretty cool.
exactly. And that's what they want. They want that word of mouth to get out there and be like, people are going to play this just for the simple fact there's going to be us be like, it's just violent.
Explosion!
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it all. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Commando, for joining me. We'll see y'all next week. Be sure to
Hopefully.
check out my gaming channel and go check out Commando. He is awesome. We have worked together before. And peace out.